Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. And I am here to do my rant of Sister Wives, season 18, episode 15. Y'all, this was a doozy, and we going to get into it right now.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that everybody needs.
You can make this up. Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family, one of the best families on the YT. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I'm going to drop this down here for my resident expert because, honey, we need to get into it as we get into it. You all have overwhelmingly enjoyed our resident experts. And so the link is dropped down there, Hunty, and let's get into it. We opened up this episode. We're watching everybody get ready for the tell all, and they are a little nervous. The only one that seems to really have some confidence about the whole thing is Christine, okay? Because she done got her new man, honey. Christine's got a man at home. Kody said that, usually he good with this, but, he gets nervous and everything. So when they come out and everything, they start asking them, what songs would they use to describe the relationship? Or, because they were saying that the show had turned into a variety show. And so she had asked all of them, like what song did they, think they would sing or play as the theme song. Christine said, I can see clearly now the rain is come. Okay. Janelle said, we will rock you. Mm-mm. Mary said, all the single ladies. So put your hands up. Okay. And Kody said, losing my religion. I ain't never heard that song a day in my damn life. Okay. So I don't know what the hell Kody is talking about. Hey, Pam.
Hey, Auntie.
We got our resident expert up. I'm not sure if Kevin is going to come up because I saw on his Instagram that he is just coming back into the country.
But he's down there. So come on up, Kevin.
Oh, he down there?
Oh, yeah. He the one commented saying the time got to be wrong because you were saying you was going live at 3 a.m. He said, Auntie can't be this late.
I don't see him.
He down there.
Okay, well, I dropped the link because we're going to get into this as we get into this. Kevin, come on and hit that link. Tam, if you want to hit the link, because I know Tam is into this too. Okay, so y'all, we open up, Pam. Was this tell all, in your opinion, different than the other ones?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely.
In what way?
Because I wasn't a fan of them doing the one-on-ones, but I think the ladies have gotten a little bit more loose.
Yeah.
Now they were more guarded previously, so they were very careful in what they said.
They was trying to sell it like
Oh yeah, right now they like I'm free. Like you were just saying the songs. I'm like Christine, I can see clearly now. That was so befitting. Mary, all the single ladies, so befitting. I don't know about Janelle, we're gonna rock you. But I just know these ladies are ready to talk. And I love Mary said, I am not gonna be silent. She said, y'all
Oh
gonna hear me.
my
So
God.
I'm waiting to see Mary finna come out and tell it.
I
She
hope she
been
bring it. She said that, but she better bring because now we all expected Mary to bring it. Hey, Kevin.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey Kevin, welcome back into the country.
Welcome back. I saw ain't see nothing on your Instagram but your ass. I said, Lord.
No, it was definitely a fun trip. Now I got to figure out how to pay for it.
Okay.
But
That's all right. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. Okay, y'all. Now,
Oh, he dropped. He must have dropped
that's
by
all right.
mistake.
I'll bring them back up. And if Tam wanted to come up, Tam, you can come up too. So I wrote down, I had to write notes, Pam.
Okay. Oh wow.
It was so, hold on a minute, how many pages I got? It was
That is
it was so much going on. And I'm telling you right now, I was like, this is the first episode where I agree with you. All hoes bar. Like we home back nothing.
right.
It's no need for Kody to lie anymore, even though he lies. Like he lies like a rug.
Oh yeah, he's still a liar, but he at least finally told the truth on something. But wait, him and Robyn must have forgot to get their story straight, because he at least finally came out and was saying, "Hey, when he met Robyn, he fell in love." And I mean, even though there's different opinions if you agree, was he ever really in love with any of the other ladies? But he just keeps saying that he didn't love Christine, or even the knife and the kidney speech, all the sacrifices I made forcing me to love you and blah blah blah. But he like, I fell in love with Robyn. But Robyn is like, oh, this is the first I'm hearing of that. Really?
well,
Wasn't that some bullshit?
Like really?
That was some bullshit.
She
So
don't want to take responsibility that she
or
came
not,
in and ruined this family.
but did she really ruin the family?
Well, no, the family was kind of ruined when she got there.
Correct.
they was holding together by some tape.
Right,
But
because when we get into, first, I have to say I watched part 1 this afternoon. Um I'm not a fan of the host, but that's a different subject. I do believe that Kody is giving different stories to each of the women because he knows that they don't talk to each other. So he knows that whatever he tells them, it's not going to get to the other person. I think Robyn, I will agree to a certain extent. Robyn should have said, look, I don't give a damn what Kody is saying. This is really how I feel. This is how I go on, without going into tears. Because once you start the tears thing, we just check out because we
yeah,
know that that's
yeah,
your MO.
yeah.
So I really feel a lot of them, Robyn should have at least said, I don't give a damn what Kody is talking about. Christine, I don't have an issue with you. It's not my fault that, here's the thing. Kody, I think, got with these women because he thought he was getting a leg up. For whatever reason, he got with Mary because maybe it would get him further in the church. He got with Christine because maybe he thought, it would get some more financial stability, which apparently didn't get them anything if they didn't have food when Mary was trying to get a wet bar. So, and I mean, Robyn came in, she had a Victoria's Secret on. That's probably the first time he ever saw lingerie outside of the Mormon clothing. And she, you know what I mean? She went to work on him. And you can't be upset about that. The problem was that he didn't want to admit to the other women, like, look, at the end of the day, I really do love her more than the rest of you all. And I think had he been man enough to do that, I think we would be having a different conversation.
But he
Because
was gaslighting them the whole time, though, Kevin,
he
because
was.
Christine told him in season 3 when she sat on that bed and he said, "Am I still in the doghouse?" And she said, "No, I just don't really think that you want to be with me." But he gaslit her for another fucking 17 years. Another, come on, Kevin, come on.
But here's the thing though, and I don't have woman's intuition, but I'm sitting with two intelligent ladies. You know if your man is no longer into you. I get maybe the thing about, we're here for the kids, but Christine even said in the after show, she understood early on he was in love with her. She recognized it then. So why
You mean that he
continue
was in love with Robyn?
with Robyn?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So why do you continue if he does a man? I'm sorry, a man, and most time men don't do that, but he has given you the signs. What more do you? I mean, other than you waiting for him to finally say to you, "I'm not in love with you. I favor this woman over you." He left crumbs throughout the years.
Yeah, but
So
he
why
also
would you?
lied so much.
he
And come on,
lied though.
women want to believe a man. They do. I hate to say it. They want to believe a man. And even though she felt
Yeah,
that, he was telling her something different.
yeah,
On top of that, in the beginning years, they were still into the church and they was raised to believe about this covenant. And they
yeah,
had this belief system that this is how you get to heaven. And you
yeah.
have to stuff down these feelings of jealous. Basically, you shouldn't even have feelings because you're supposed to just, it's all about the family, the family, the family. So they had a lot of other factors that was playing into this, even though she saw that it was different with Robyn.
But even in the episode, so I wrote down notes, right? So in the episode, Kody opened up with this statement. This experience required that I have multiple wives. I married them to qualify as a polygamist.
Yes,
Okay. He said, but I didn't vet them to see if they fit me or their compatibility. So Kody opened up and was said that he was so anxious and ready to be a polygamist like his father that he rushed into this.
he did. He
And he
admitted it.
picked,
And that's what I was saying. Cody finally told the truth about
he
something
Yeah,
finally told the
he
because
did
truth.
he been
finally tell
lying
the truth
about
about
that.
himself.
Yeah, he been lying about that for all these seasons.
Hell
I
yeah.
I think he
Gaslighting him.
enjoyed. I think he enjoyed, like I'll take me for instance. I probably, I never want to get married. I probably would enjoy someone proposing to me, but then going through the actual ceremony, I would probably put the brakes on it. So I think Kody probably enjoyed the image of polygamy or whatever that meant versus what it really took to really hone into that. Because it wasn't until Robyn that he actually, according to all of them, got involved with children. Because all of them have said they watched Kody get out of bed in the morning to go back to Robyn's house and
Yeah.
take her children to school.
And
When you've
yeah,
had 6 children with one woman, 7 children with another one with this woman, you've never gotten up to say to any one of those women, all right, you can stay in bed. I'll take
yeah.
McKelty to school.
Yeah, because Christine said later on in the episode, and we're not at that part yet, but Christine said later on in the episode, I realized when I saw him doing the stuff for Robyn, he really can do that stuff.
Mhm.
He was doing the stuff with Robyn, and she was like, I would have loved, because I wrote that down. She said, I would have loved, where's that at? I wrote it at. Anyway, bitch, okay, we'll get to it.
She did. She said, I would have loved that he would have done a monochrome of that for me.
Yeah.
Because Kody because she
Because
even
he act
talked
like he
about
never
it.
had the ability to do it. We
Correct.
saw Logan taking care of Janelle's kids.
Correct. And Christine even talked
Hello.
about one night where I think she asked Kody to babysit or to stay over, and he was like, "No, because I
He
have to
said
go to
no.
so and so's house."
Yeah.
But he's never done that for Robyn. And it's just for me, while I understand these girls were indoctrinated in this Mormon culture, there's only so many times you're gonna humiliate me on national TV. Like we probably would have only gotten to maybe season 3 or 4 because he dropped the crumbs all the day long. Robyn got the bigger house. He was making sure that Robyn was taken care of first. He didn't care if you women had rooms to go rental furniture or Ethan Allen. He didn't care if you didn't have a decent car. He was dropping crumbs. And these girls, I think they just played blind, which I understand, but it was just like that went on for too long. Mary is a whole different thing. But Christine, I'm glad. Christine was doing a lot of big talk. I love the fact that she was doing a lot of big talk. And apparently on Twitter, she was invited to some event. She's lost a lot of weight.
Well, one thing about Kody is that Kody blamed them
Oh,
because at the
yes,
ending part of this episode, he said they picked their husband. They picked.
correct.
He made this about them. And so every time he admits to something, he destroys it by saying something contradictory. I
Well,
cannot stand his ass.
yeah,
He
I
just
think he
need to
was
blame them for
correct.
everything.
I think he was
Everything.
trying to, I don't know if that was just a bad PR move, but I think what he was trying to get that heat off of it because we've all seen that you are a complete jackass. We've seen it even more the last 2 years. And he was trying to sow this narrative that everyone was so against him. I'm the patriarch. And they decided that it was time to not listen to my teaching. Um, Janelle going out with Christine was a stab in my back. But like Christine said, Janelle, why would you stop what you're doing? He's not going to stop
We
and
did
see
yet,
you.
Kevin. We did yet.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so let's go.
Sorry. Sorry.
So Kody said, you should marry for love. I never loved any of them.
Yeah, that
I
was cold.
loved Robyn. I fell in love with Robyn and never fell in love with any of my other wives. I was just committed to living this life, you son of a bitch.
He finally got real, but that was a horrible thing to say.
Horrible. Horrible. Because you started off with saying, I was just so anxious. And and to me, words matter.
Hmm.
So he didn't care who he married, according to him. He didn't care who he married as long as he started living a polygamous life, which is why he was ready to marry Janelle on Mary's birthday.
That's correct.
But it's also the reason that he did so much to these ladies over the years. And when he finally met Robin, how they all talk about their whole family dynamics and everything just changed.
Yeah, that's what Mary said, because Mary said, even though he, did this and he's in love with Robin, the whole family should not have had to suffer in order for him to be with Robin. And Robin never lived a polygamous life.
Correct.
No.
She came in there with a single mind. And from the beginning, she started separating herself from this family. So Kevin, when we started off, you made a statement. It was either you or Pam, or you was responding to Pam. Pam said Robin destroyed his family. You said she didn't. The family, although they was, like Pam said, holding on by some tape.
Yeah.
She not only took the tape and snatched the tape down, she snatched down the whole wall.
While I agree with that, but my counter to that is you can if you all are already an established structure,
Okay.
You can only let someone come and do what you allow them to do. Kody
But
But
that,
allowed
Cody
her
allowed
to
it. We
destroy the
agree.
family.
Cody allowed it.
yeah, he
Cody
allowed,
allowed it.
He allowed
and,
her to destroy the
and
family.
it based on the religion that they was in, they didn't have a right to feel jealousy. They didn't have a right to feel anger. They didn't have a right to feel any of that stuff. So,
Well,
when you're talking about putting religion on top of this bullshit,
Yeah,
that brings a whole different aspect. You know what I'm saying? It just
yeah,
and
makes
it's
it
a next level, Auntie. It's a next level. It's
mhm,
those two things besides the covenant, the religion. But now we add on the show and the money. Robyn came in. Keep in mind, the show started with him marrying Robyn. So Robyn came in. They had been living poor, food stamps, sometimes not having enough to eat. They talked about what was that? Whose father owned a bakery, and the kids a lot of days just had day old bread that they would get from the bakery. Now you got the show, and you got the show's money coming in.
yeah,
Are you really going to leave this and give up that money that's now allowing you to be able to pay your bills and
yeah,
eat? So I commend Christine to say, you know what? I'm not going to stay. At that point, when he told her, I'm not going to be in your bed, and she packed up his and put it in the garage, and then if y'all get it out the garage, no, you won't come in my bedroom again. You ain't finna come over here and pretend and lay up in my bed when you already don't told me you don't want a romantic relationship with me. You want to really be monogamous with Robyn, but
yeah.
you gonna go through the motions with me. And hell, Mary been doing it for the last 8 years at that point, so why can't you just do it too?
fuck that. No,
And I know Auntie and we ain't got there yet. And I never saw him and Janelle as being romantic. And
Well,
for him to
that's what
say,
I was getting ready to
right,
say because
I know.
Janelle,
That's what I said.
he
We ain't
didn't
got
love
there
Cody
yet.
either.
And then Janelle just wanted him for his pecs and his six pack abs.
I
But
know.
Janelle
I,
said that she didn't love Cody either. She said, but it grew over time. And she said, I loved him as much as I could. So all of them was just trying to be put. Janelle was already, according to the books, becoming sister wives, Miss Pam.
All
yes.
right, going on to you in the book now.
Okay, Janelle was enamored with them. She was curious. She was, proud to tell her friends she had polygamous friends, and Kody needed a job and all this kind of stuff. And so, she began to covet the relationship. Her ass was even at the wedding.
Yep.
So she came
Right.
to it with like in awe and all of that. So the little door, the little crack that Janelle got to be in family, she took it. She was staying down at the damn at his on his father's property and all of that kind of crap. So Janelle really basically said, I didn't love Kody. I ain't love him either. The only one I think that thought that they loved him was Mary. Because I don't
Oh
think Chris
yeah.
did either.
Oh, I don't think so either. But Mary really did, and
Mary
that's
loved him.
and
She
that's why
loved
she
him.
coming out right now.
And
What she
she
don't
loved
came,
him.
what Mary came out with yesterday, being upset with Christine. Have you seen that?
No, let's not go there yet. Hold
Well,
on. Let
check.
me
Okay.
write
Well,
it down.
check your Instagram. I sent it to you.
You did.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Mary came out against Christine.
Yes, she did.
It's coming up on
Well,
this.
send it to me.
It was today.
It's got it because she started saying it yesterday, so everybody's been talking about it today.
Hmm.
Mary Brown extremely frustrated with Christine for revealing 13-year-old secrets. Oh my
Uh
goodness.
huh.
Okay, Kevin, I got it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at that. Okay.
It
So
yeah.
Cody said that I had safety and vulnerability with Robyn that I never had before. He said I was weeping with happiness and joy for 4 months. He said we clicked. I clicked with Robyn and I tried, okay, forever to have a click with the others, and that never happened. Robyn then goes on to say, did Kody say that to the? I mean, I hid my relationship. I hid. How in the hell can you hide You didn't hide anything. They
No,
all saw it, but they was gaslit to believe that what they saw wasn't what it was.
true.
Exactly.
Because he was bringing the children to babysit her children.
Yeah,
But not only that, the fact is, Robyn always lived separate from them. She
Yes.
came in making all these demands, even
yeah.
before they were actually legally married. And then you're supposed to be sister wives. Kody always talking about being a good sister wife, but Robyn never kind of like integrated her kids. Why didn't Christine, who was raising the other people's kids, why didn't Robyn's kids get to come? Why did she get a nanny and
Wait a
keep?
minute, hold on for 1 second. Miss Pam, you can't be using that word in my thing. And he
Oh,
only
what
you
I
want
say? I'm sorry.
no Pam Carey, that S word, you're
Uh,
going to take that out. They're gonna flag my channel. So that comment that you got with that word in there, you have to take it out. The only way that I can take it out is to block you. And I don't want to block you, boo. I want you to have a great time here, okay? But that SHI word, that sugar honey iced tea, that got to come out my comment section.
uh,
Okay, they got to come out, boo.
Honey,
She is just steady dropping the S bomb, okay? Okay, just 1 second, y'all. Thank you so much, Mary T, for becoming a member. Well,
Welcome to the family.
wait a minute, we need Kevin. Kevin, you ready? On three.
no, I can't
One,
sing. I can't
two,
Me
sing.
neither.
three. Talking. Here we go. Well,
Welcome
To
to
the
the
family.
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 Welcome, 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 Mary.
Welcome.
Mary
And
King.
let me hit this. Thank you so much. Just a matter of time for the 9.99 super chat. Not feeling like I need to jump on because I'm loving all I'm hearing now. I'll just add that Christine Big Talk is going to backfire. Just be happy without bashing your ex at every turn. Bash the out of him, Christine. I think she deserves it after 36 years. She
And
Yeah.
what
deserves
you
to bash him every time she opened her mouth up, Tam.
the way he treated her, and
Hell
now
yeah.
that she realized she got
And
a
her
voice,
kids.
yes, and
This
her
one
kids.
thing, I'm gonna just say this as a mother, right? I ain't think like this until I became a mother. But it's one thing to mess with me, but it's a whole different thing when you mess with my child.
Correct.
I will bash that month until the day they lay me down in the casket.
I
And
have to
And,
even
agree.
and
then,
and that's
I'm
where
gonna
I'm
leave
at,
you know.
Auntie. That's where I'm at
I have
because
to
I
agree.
think Kody was so wrong, and all I kept thinking about when I was listening to him at this tell-all, the quote you were just saying. Imagine his adult children now listening to this, listening to how he fell for Robyn, and how pretty much he didn't care about anything else after that, including them.
Including them. And then you sitting there thinking, I wasn't even made out of love. I was made out of obligation.
But
Not
not
even
even how they were made.
obligation.
I'm talking about the way he treated them
No,
and the way that
I'm talking about just
yes.
as a child, you want to know that your mom and your daddy that you lived with and was raised in a home with loved each other and that you was made out of love. He said, no, I ain't never loved none of these bitches. I just
True.
was in a committed relationship. I wanted to be a polygamist. And so how does that make the kid feel? I'm telling you right now, my mom and my daddy, I know that they was in love when I was born. And
True.
to
But he
find
never
out
even felt
later
like.
that my mom and my daddy didn't, my daddy just was doing it, man.
The fact of what you just quoted about how he wanted to go and take Robyn's kids to school and things that he wanted to do, and when Christine was saying she saw that he had it in him, the stuff that he did for Robyn, and she would have took just a crumb or a tenth or something of that.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, his kids got to see that and think he told my mama no when she asked for help to
Yeah,
get me ready, but yet he running over there to do this for Robyn because this was the first time he felt like he really wanted to be a
that's
family. So as a child, to think about my father saying he didn't care, pretty much he didn't care if I got to school or not. He didn't care nothing about if I had any kind of or if
yeah.
I what's his favorite word, safe. He didn't care if I was safe, but he was so worried about Robyn and her kids being safe.
Correct. I would definitely um feel some type of way.
So as
And
an adult watching this right now, imagine how they have to feel.
like
I
some,
would. I'm thinking about McKelty, who's so close to him and Robyn allegedly. Why? How she got to feel knowing this? What he felt about her. Pretty
Well,
much, it's all about Robyn. And he even said he only pretty much deal with McKelty because of the way she likes Robyn. He
yeah.
even said
correct,
that. So pretty
correct.
Yeah.
He
much, if
did say
she
that.
stopped
But
liking
even when
Robyn,
he was talking about Thanksgiving, he said those other kids. Robyn didn't want to be around those other kids. I wrote that down
Yeah,
too.
he did say
Because
that
how in the world are they called those other kids?
because he's totally disconnected
Yes,
himself
he has.
from the original 18, or
Yes,
I mean,
he
he
has.
got original
original
15,
15.
15.
I mean
So
13, because he
yeah,
got five with Robyn. 13. The
he's
original 13.
he's totally disconnected himself
Totally.
from them.
It was also obvious. Keep in mind, Truly is only 1 year older than Solomon.
Correct.
And he was running over there to Robbins for Solomon and Ari, and he don't think nothing. He never thought about let me run over to Christine's, let me spend the night, let me make sure Truly get to school.
Well, no, because he debated on whether or not to even go to Truly's birth,
Yeah.
if I
Exactly.
remember
Yeah.
correctly.
He ran out
You
the
know what I mean?
hospital and kissed Robin when Christine was in labor. Remember,
And
he wasn't
so
supposed to be kissing Robin, and he
so the
ran out and met her on the side by the hospital and kissed her.
correct. So Truly has always been, unfortunately, in this situation, she has been a pawn or the storyline because he doesn't necessarily care. He keeps her around for the fact of, oh, this is probably my one way that I know that I can get at Christine by saying, oh, I don't get to see my daughter, or I can throw things out and say that. But I probably believe the new husband Christine got is probably more of a father to her than he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
When the
I'm
cameras
sure
go
he
down,
is.
Yeah. But
I
then
just hope she go for
Christine
child
got some.
support.
I would. I don't know why none of
I
their
would love
asses
it if
didn't
she did. I
fall
don't think
for it.
that she would because I think it would open up a full can of worms. And I think also in that, if they do go for child support, and again, all of these women were raised in that Mormon religion. One thing about Mormons, they are extremely, extremely fearful from even your LDS to your FLDS
Oh,
to the ones that live in Arizona. They are extremely fearful of law enforcement.
Yeah, the
They are
government
extremely,
law.
yeah.
oh,
So while it would be wonderful for her to go after him for child support for Truly, I don't think she would because probably in the back of her mind, she does not want to see her quote unquote ex-husband go to jail, or if there is any other repercussion with him having this many children with this many, you know what I mean? So I don't think she ever would do
But
that.
everybody else is adults, and he married to Robin, so there's no other minor children that she'd have to worry about.
yeah.
It's only
Correct.
Truly. It's only Truly.
So, but I mean, Christine got her a new man. He seems to have a little pension, a couple
I
dollars on the
still would make
side, a little
Kody pay child
401k.
support. I'm hoping
I
that
would too
Mary and
because that
Janelle
guy's not.
lowering
He
up.
hasn't adopted truly. He hasn't adopted truly like he did. Robin's kids. That David is her stepdad, but he ain't her, adopted dad.
Right.
You think Kody would give up his rights to Truly?
If the money
Hell
was
no.
right. If the money was right.
He didn't already gave up his rights, didn't he?
But I mean legally, that David could adopt her.
No. No. He can't even take the fact that Janelle and Christine friends.
I know.
That was funny. That part
That's
was
uh-uh.
that's
funny.
I
pathetic.
I love when he had COVID and he called Janelle and Chris and Janelle was gonna go home. Christine said, "All you can do is go buy the medicine and put it on the porch.
But
You
my
ain't, you
whole
know,
thing was
you
where was Robin? Where
right."
was Robin when he
Remember,
had
Robin had
COVID?
COVID too. Remember, Robin
So
had
what?
COVID
So you
too.
bring him medicine for both of them bitches? Hell
Yeah.
no.
Hell no.
So,
Hell no.
She better.
Christine told her pretty much, if you don't sit your arse down, you
Right.
not.
She should
Yeah, because Christine
because
was like, you ain't going nowhere. And I don't blame. But Christine and Janelle didn't get that story together.
they didn't. They did
They
not.
did not get
They
that
did not
story
get it
together.
together.
No, they
Nope,
did
they
not,
didn't.
Kevin.
Because they
Kevin,
told
don't
you
hit on and tell the
they
story,
told you
Kevin.
different stories because Janelle said that she was like, "Oh,
I'm
um,
I'm coming, and
I'm
Kobe
coming
said,
down."
Cody said, never mind.
Right. Christine was like, "I told her not to go. I told her not to go because," and I completely agree with Christine. You had COVID, and here's the thing, Janelle. No shade, but your COVID, I would believe, is probably a little bit worse due to your girth and size. This, no, I'm not being,
I
I'm
hear
really
you,
not
Kevin.
being
I
shady.
hear you. I hear you.
I'm just talking about clearly, I mean, here's the thing. I eat burgers and fries, but I work out and whatever. But if we're talking about COVID, I think Janelle's would have been worse because of her health, you know what I mean? Her
I
health,
get
her
it. That was
size.
Yeah,
part
we
of
can
it.
get
That
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't, and like Christine said, he didn't move an inch
One
when she
inch.
had COVID to come and do something. This is a woman with 6 children.
Or for none of his boys that
Right.
had it.
He didn't move an
He was
inch.
all hard now. I told y'all asses not to go nowhere.
But
Correct.
I
when
need
he
to
got
get
it,
in
he
But
line,
when
called them.
he got it,
He
right. But
called
when
them up and asked questions about it.
and also he wanted them, and I believe that him calling Janelle was to see if it could be a power move, to see, because one, he knew, that's the one thing they did get their story straight on that. He already knew that Christina and Janelle were already on vacation. So that would be like if I got ill, I know that you and Auntie have gone off to Vancouver or whatever. I call one of you all to say, "Hey, I'm ill. Can you stop what you're doing?
fly
Cancel
out.
your flight, get you another flight, and come back to bring me some chicken noodle soup." That, to me, that was a power move
Yes, it
on his
Um,
was.
part to see if she was still going to bend to his will. And
Yup.
and she was going to.
according to Janelle, she technically was about to, or she
Right.
did.
She was going to, which is crazy.
Yes, she was. Yes,
So
she was.
yeah. So you know what I mean? Janelle was just as dumb because, honey, when he told me he had COVID, I said, "Well, I'm so sorry for you. I'm
No,
And
why
sorry
then
you
for
he
you,
call?
sir."
and
No,
then didn't get the COVID.
why you calling me?
Where's Robyn? Where is Robyn?
Right.
Robin was in the emergency room. Remember, he said he wanted
He
to be
sat
sicker.
outside the emergency
I
room.
know he wanted to be sicker so that he could get admitted with Robin because
Right.
she was in the inside and
Honey,
he
Robin
his
was probably
acting side.
Robin was probably making sure all her document was signed just in case he could get up out of there. So she knew that
wait
Robin said, "Fuck it."
her lawyer was at her bedside.
Right. Right. Robin was making sure all her documents was together. Because, honey, if he
Uh,
check out, Robin
you see,
already know what she getting.
you see, Robin said, "I need my 4 acres." She
And
probably want to move too. Oh, sorry, I think, but
not only do she want her 4 acres, she want his 4 acres too. And
right.
don't understand why she got to give up some of.
Actually,
Robin,
you
I mean,
got
say what you want. Say what you want about her. Robin is smooth to say that
Yes.
exactly. That's
to
what
Yes.
I
say that she
say.
played crazy.
Yes.
Auntie, you got to get to that Robin speaks Cody. Because I think, besides on the last episode before the tell all, when she shushed him, when he was going to talk about them acres,
Yeah.
and she pretty much told him, stop. You don't
Right.
do great. Pretty much, you don't even know what you think yet. So don't say what you get ready to say.
Yeah.
And she didn't let him talk. Now, all of this stuff with the tell all this week, oh, Robin speaks Cody. So all the ladies,
Christine said, "Bullsh,
she
BS."
tell even Janelle said that. Janelle said, "I don't need you to speak for me. He a grown man." So my thing is, how are you gonna think? These women been married to him the least amount of one, Christine, 16 years when you came around. And now all of a sudden I need you to come and speak for me and my
That was that
between me
dumb
and my
stuff
husband.
Mary was doing. That was that dumb stuff Mary was doing. Mary was the only one that fell for that bull crap. Her weak ass self.
That
Oh,
was crazy. Well, Robyn, will you come? Now, you've been married to this man since you was 19 years old. And now you need another woman to come and help you speak to you, have a conversation with your quote unquote husband. I couldn't even imagine going to a friend, going to somebody else, say, I need to talk to my husband about something serious. Will you come and be there with me?
And the thing
uh,
about it, I'm gonna tell you what was sad when Christine said that she told Kody when he was getting ready for a date to go with Robyn, and he was, all jacked up, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're in love with her."
mhm.
And he was like, "Yeah." She said, and then he was all goofy and all of that kind of stuff. And she said, I was like, "Oh no, everything is changing. Like everything is going to change because he's in love with her, and I know love, right?" And
Hmm.
so then Christine said that she told Kody, "You met your soulmate, and she saw what a real marriage was."
Mhm.
Janelle said that he pulled away from being in a plural relationship as soon as he married Robyn.
Exactly.
You sure did.
So Mary really got to feel some kind of way in hindsight to how they supposedly this love story with him and Robyn, and then they found a way to get her legal marriage.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think Mary also needs to come to terms with the fact that she tried to play this power move and she played checkers and not chess.
Hallelujah.
She played checkers and not because she was so enamored and so about I am the first wife. I am this. I am that. I deserve a wet bar. Even though I don't have children, I deserve a wet bar. I deserve a pool because I'm the first wife. And she
Yep.
played herself. She totally played herself because
And
Mary was
Robyn
trying,
said, "Well,
just
I'm
like
going to be the
Kody,
head wife."
right? Just like Kody was trying to do a power move, Mary thought she could have a power move too. But the difference was that you played your shit stuff, excuse me, you played it dumb. You played it very dumb.
And the thing about it is when Mary, if y'all remember back to the episode when Mary did that, because we're gonna be rewatching that, Mary never even told them until the last minute when she had made up her mind that this is what she was going to do.
Correct.
She didn't consult none of them that she was going to end this. That's what changed the dynamic of the family was when you gave Robyn the legal right to everything.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Or
Mary was playing the short game, and Robyn
yeah,
was doing for the
Robin played
long
the long
haul.
game on her.
Hmm.
yeah.
She played the long game on her. And
What do
Mary
y'all
got,
think about? Oh, go ahead, Kevin.
no, no, I was just saying she got the short end of the stick.
What do
Oh
y'all
yeah,
think about when Kody said about the gossiping in the family with the kids and he has to protect Robyn? And Robyn said, I never said that. And they asked Robyn, if you had been invited to Thanksgiving dinner,
she
would
lied. She
I
wouldn't have
thought she
went.
was a I thought
Baby,
she
you
was a
ain't even
whole
let me
ass
get the
lie.
question.
She a whole ass
She
lie.
she just straight up lied.
She a whole ass lie.
Because I was thinking, okay, all right. So, Robyn, you said that your kids would have, if they had invited me and told me that they wanted us there, I would have been there and I would have felt like my kids are safe. So then why can't the boys come to the house and without having to apologize since you safe around them?
Her
Because
kids
she kept
couldn't even
telling
be on the Zoom call with McKelty doing the
exactly.
Correct.
gender reveal.
And then you keep telling Kody, well, I think that there's going to be a fight. So I don't want. So now all of a sudden, because this woman lies so much, it irritates the dog. I got
But
calm.
have you not seen just how horribly she's aging?
You
She
think
is not she is not aging gracefully. So
Christine is?
Kodak.
yes, I think
But
Christine is like Benjamin Button. She getting younger.
She's beautiful.
no,
And
it's I can tell you from someone who had a years ago horrible relationship. It does take a toll on you physically, emotionally, spiritually, however you want to do it. You don't act the same, you don't look the same, you probably don't even smell the same when you are in that moment. But once you come up out of that and you really, because obviously you're going to have moments where you're mad as hell, depressed, or whatever. But when you really come up out of that, you look completely different. Your world changes, your view changes, your
Bro.
walk changes, your facial expressions changes
Your
because
credit
it is
score
a
changes.
weight. It is a weight and a
Don't forget your credit score.
credit score too. But see, here's the thing. The one thing I will say,
It does.
I wasn't smart enough to put my name on no documents.
Me
Honey,
either.
we kept it separate. We kept it very separate. Um, but
Because
your
Robyn's whole credit score changed when she got with that family.
right,
girl,
And
right,
everybody else got fucked up.
honey,
Robin went from a 400 to an 800.
she sure did. Honey, he went and got her help. Because remember, they went and
Yeah,
sought out for her to have a credit advisor. But here's the thing, all you had to do was just pay her bills.
yeah.
You didn't need a credit advisor, just pay the bills. Her score went up after maybe 90 days or whatever. And then also on even on the mortgage, most of the time your mortgage people will ask about that debt. You can explain what that debt is and whatever, but all they had to do was just pay it. Wait
It was
30
kind of
days and
hard
it
for
would have
her
been up.
to she did to explain that what was it,
Victoria's
30,000,
Secret.
40,000 in Victoria's Secret. Yeah, Cody was looking at them in burlap sacks, and all of a sudden Robin came in lingerie from Victoria's Secret.
Sure did.
They
Robin had
had
on
get
her what was it at the
S8
time? Victoria's Secret 2 and pink and something else. And what was the spray? Robin had all that ready for him. He
Oh
said, "What is
wow.
and the
this?"
OG3 had gained weight. What Robin said, they had stretch marks,
Right.
and
Robin
Yeah.
said, "I ain't going with them."
and she was the Diesel Jean model. Ain't that what Cody called her?
Yeah.
And then he sat there and he said that he had to protect Robyn.
Mm-hmm.
And Robyn was like, I don't know why he would say anything like that. He said that he watched Janelle and Christine trash him because he was guilty of not loving him. And the lady, the host, I can't think of her name, said
Suki.
she almost died. She was like, so are you admitting that you
I,
didn't love them?
And he backpedaled. He
And he
backpedaled real quick.
backpedaled.
He backpedaled and pussy pop real quick,
Yes,
but
he
still
did.
couldn't explain it. But still couldn't explain it.
No, he
Instead
could
of just
not.
saying, "Look, I married these women or I got with these women for what I thought was polygamy. Each of these women brought what I thought would be beneficial to me. That's what I thought it was going to be." Robyn was a totally different girl. Robyn was like the
but she
high
ain't
school
bring
sweetheart.
nothing. She
She
ain't
didn't
bring
bring
nothing.
anything, but she was the high school sweetheart. Robyn, to him, I think, represents he didn't have to necessarily impress her. She didn't have to go overly to impress him. It
I
was
disagree with
just,
that, Kevin.
ugh,
And the reason why I say that, he had to impress her because keep in mind, in his mind and his mentality, he needed to win her. And he talks
Yeah,
about
because
how
everybody
many other
wanted her.
suitors, right?
Yeah,
All these other
everybody wanted
people that,
her.
oh, I
right.
forgot about the other suitors. I forgot about that.
And that's what he prided himself on, that he got her. And that all these other people wanted her. And he looked at her as this Diesel Jean model that he was able to pull when all these other families was also vetting trying to get her. So I think he did have to do he feel like he won the prize.
I think maybe I agree with you. It may be that. And the other women, it was just like they fawned over him or something. Because I
Right.
could
He
believe,
said they picked him. They
yeah,
picked him.
Yeah.
But he
because
picked Robin.
I could believe a girl like Mary followed him around. I could believe a Janelle followed him around. Christine followed. I could totally see. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. He won the
But
prize.
But
he
what did
thought
y'all
when he
think
got
about
Robin.
What did y'all think about when he said that Christine had to tear him down to David? Do y'all remember that comment?
Oh yeah, he said that even when she was leaving, when they sat down and had to talk, when she was still there in Flagstaff, that in order for her to get another man, she would have to tear him down because no other man would want her, knowing that she left a good man.
He was
So
Right.
not
now
saying.
he doubled down on it, saying the same thing. Christine got to tear him down to David in order for David to be with her. Because if she didn't, then David, why would David want to be with somebody who was with a good man and left them?
He was trying to one get a dig, which fell flat. Um, the second thing was he was trying to play at her self-esteem. So he threw something out there that he thought would hurt a feeling, but it landed flat because, dude, you've already told her that you don't want to, and the gag is that you were shocked that she didn't fall in line like Mary did and sit around and wait for you. Because nobody, when the minute you tell me you don't want to be bothered with me, I'm about the dough. And Christine was better than me because his stuff wouldn't have been packed in the garage. It would have been spread out across the yard. Most of it would have been burned.
You got Cody underwear hanging from a tree in the
It
front
would it
yard.
would have been it would have been in pieces. Most of it would have been burned. And whatever else wasn't burned would have gone out to the trash. So he would not have
you,
had boxes with his name on it in my garage.
you vicious, Kevin.
Very vicious.
Yeah,
Very vicious.
I done did some stuff before. I done bleach cut and
Yeah.
did a whole
Here's
lot
the
of stuff
thing. I
before
had
to
a
try to
whole and
kill
I'm
you.
spilling tea because I've had a couple gin and tonics tonight because I was just trying to get back onto American time. But here's the thing. I have done some shit between my undergrad and law school days. I remember a guy cheated on me and I knew that this mofo cheated on me. I put his whole credit card on Craigslist. And if he out there, I'm sorry, sir. But I sure did.
Now we having true confessions.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I have done it. Play with me if you want to. I put his whole
Not on
credit card. I
Craigslist.
sure did. It was on Craigslist, so I don't know who bought what or whatever, but whatever time they had, I put it all on Craigslist. I said, "Have a good time, you all."
Oh,
I
Lordy
sure
be
did.
just.
I thought I did some stuff. Kevin, I ain't never
And,
did that.
the stuff that and it really is by God's grace. The stuff that I the stuff that I have done, it has. I mean, it's amazing that I am where I am now, but no, I have done some stuff because one thing about me, I know
Okay.
my mouth can be reckless.
Mine
I know
too.
I talk big
Jesus.
stuff, but if I consider you my friend or if you're in my inner circle, if you fight, I'm fighting. But don't try to play me to the left. And this dude at the time was definitely trying to play me to the left. And I just, after what I think a year and a half, I just got tired of it. And I was like, fuck this. Excuse me. I forget this. I put his stuff on the internet. Yep. And don't really regret doing
These are my confessions.
it.
Right.
Yeah. Don't regret doing it. When I really think about it, don't regret doing it. I don't know where he is to this day. I should probably look him up on the internet.
No, leave them alone.
I was just going to say, you never go back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leave them alone.
it
Don't
was
circle
like
back.
what 19, 20 years ago.
So, y'all, what do y'all think about the packs that Kody was a physical
He
specimen
has no
and a
pecs.
greaser?
I have never seen him with a body.
Me
I have
either.
never
I
seen
just
him
was
with
like,
a body.
where are the packs? Then he says, she never checked into my humanity.
Right.
Bitch. But when he repeated it to Janelle hollered.
Oh, she had a belly roll. She was like Santa. She was like Santa. She laughed really hearty.
But she said there was some sexual compatibility though.
Oh
Right.
yeah, now she did. I just couldn't see them.
They did admit that Kody apparently was a 10 out of 10 when it come to get down.
Oh, really?
Well, she said, because what was her name? Sookie. She said, here's the thing, because he was like, oh, I felt like a piece of meat and this, that, and the third.
Yeah,
And she
pool
said, okay,
boy.
so what did you like? Or is it that you and Janelle just had great sex? He didn't say no.
She said that yeah, we had some compatibility. There was some
So,
Oh
compatibility.
yeah, she
so,
admitted to that. She just laughed about the 6 pack and the peck.
right.
But but
So them
they are like
curls,
your parents, and I couldn't imagine them two together. I
them
just
Me
can't.
curls,
either.
guess them
Me
curls was
either.
moving, honey. Them curls was moving.
Well, I just
Me
can't.
either. So Kody also said that he was triggered by the Christmas tree, and Robyn said that he was.
I thought that was funny.
I thought that was absolutely
I
ridiculous,
did too.
and she said that he was mad because Janelle never showed him any compassion, always took Christine's side, never came to him and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry about this." And so when he saw the Christmas tree, it triggered him. But Janelle admitted she let things get out of control because she lost her voice in the argument, right?
Hmm.
And
Right.
I think that that's what happened. I think Janelle lost her voice in the argument and started basically repeating the same thing. Cody was saying, "You're gaslighting me. You're this.
No, you're
No, don't
gaslighting. No.
blame me. Don't." She lost her voice.
Yes, because she should have stuck to her original point. The
Her
point
notes. She
was
had notes.
right. The point was that you said, Kody, in order for the boys to come back into the
Yeah,
fold, not only do they have to apologize to me, but they have to apologize to Robyn.
yeah.
He then says, well, I took that back when I realized it. Sir, I do not care. I am not about to go up against my children that I've birthed for your ass that doesn't give me a monochrome of time and attention.
But that's my whole point. I think that, and that's the point that I was saying earlier. When it come down to you, it's one thing. When it's your kids, it's something else.
Correct.
It's different.
So why would I go up? And he goes, well, you never wanted to co-parent with me. Co-parent how?
You
The
never was
children,
around, and they
right.
said that.
But
They was
here's
like,
the
you were never here.
but here's the thing though. Not once has anyone said
Mhm.
that the children are infighting with each other outside of old girl on Patreon. But here's the thing.
Gwen,
When they wanted to put the Christmas thing together, parents step out of it.
Yeah,
Let the children do their
yeah.
thing and we step out of it. But no, once again, Robyn wanted to control that situation and start mess and start division. Because what did the gift exchange, even if there was a big issue, you should be glad or somewhat okay with the fact that if in your head you feel there's an issue, these
Yeah.
children are including your children because they could have done
No,
the gift
the
exchange
kids, his
without you.
children are the other kids. Don't forget,
Correct.
his kids are now considered the other
The
children.
other kids, but they included Robyn's children. So why not celebrate the fact that they were included? Because they could have just X y'all out of the way.
did you
Well, like
see, Kevin, the comment that was made in the text thread? Gwen released it yesterday, day before, the text thread.
No, I haven't seen it.
you
Oh
know
yeah, Gwen released it,
where?
and she said she was joking. Gwen talked about it on her Patreon, and I'm not on her Patreon, but other bloggers was showing it, and they were showing Gwen talking about it, and she released it because she called Robyn all kind of names. She called Robyn a liar. She said she was an effing liar.
Hmm.
And she released the text thread, and I forgot what it was. I didn't take a screenshot, but it was to the effect where she was saying something about Robyn, but she said it was a joke. She was joking, but Robyn got all out of sorts with it, and that's what did it. But she released what it was that what she said on the text thread. I don't know if anybody in the chat saw it that could say or recall what it was, but Gwen said that she was joking. but Robyn got all out of sorts with it and shut everything down. But you know how you said,
Gwen knew she didn't have a relationship. I don't like Robyn, but you know when you don't have a relationship with
Correct.
somebody, you joke.
Correct.
You know that.
and it was like when you do, it was one of those kind of jokes where
No.
kind of like, things change, or if Robyn will take control of it. And it was one of those like, you speak truth and then say you joking.
Mm.
Okay, but
We don't have that kind of relationship. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
have you seen now that Sister Wives are season 18 isn't over, even after the 4 tell-alls?
No. Wait a minute, hold on. It's how
Wait a
many
minute.
tell-alls?
What?
It's a 4-part tell-all. We only saw one part. Tomorrow is Sunday is the second part. But when it ends, Christmas Eve, there's a Sister Wives special. Then New Year's Eve, there's a Sister Wives special. Then January 7th is first part of Christine's wedding. January 14th is the finale, the second part of Christine's wedding. Sister Wives, they said season 18 is not over. After the tell-all, there's 2 different specials where they're going to talk about, the Sister Wives are actually going to do a special talking about from the beginning to the end through the years. It's 2 different specials, and then they doing Christine's wedding January 7th and January 14th. She got a wedding special, 2-part wedding special. So we're gonna have Golden Bachelor wedding on January 4th and Christine on January 7th.
What?
You haven't seen? They said season 18 ain't over. After the tell-all, they doing these specials and other stuff. Yes, they released all of that yesterday, day before.
That will be interesting.
Said Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, Sister Wives gonna be on. I'm glad I DVR because that might not
Yeah.
be what I'm watching
Yeah, I DVR it myself.
We need to go up to New York and hang with Kevin
for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, well, come
New
on.
Year's Eve.
Watch the ball drop.
Yeah, we need to go up there with Kevin.
That ball too
I
little. When I
love
went
New
there,
York. I
yeah.
love New York.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I'm not a New York fan. And
Really?
that ball is so little. It looks so big on TV. And you look at that ball on top of that Walgreens. I'm like, is that the New Year's
I don't
ball?
want to be down there. I just want to be. I just love the city.
Correct.
I love New York.
It's too much.
Plus, I'm at the owner of TikTok Diner, and I just love Maria, and I would love to go up there and see Maria.
For New Year's Eve?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the last thing that I wanted to go up, what do y'all think about the jealousy?
That Kody jealous now? I love it. And he even admit that he jealous.
He said that he was jealous only because he wished that they had been that way throughout the whole relationship. I said, bull, it benefited for them to be at each other's throat.
Correct.
He jealous because they still had a family, that they still together, and he can't control them anymore.
Yeah.
That's his problem.
Because ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
You show
Exactly. Exactly.
So here's the thing. Kody is butthurt. He is ass chapped. Because he
Tell us how you
I
really
really
feel.
believe that, because when you look at the things that he said on the tell-all, right? If you didn't know him, you would really think, and the sad part is that the stuff that he was saying, he really believes it. He really believes it with every fiber in his being. He believes that Christine trash talked him and he doesn't understand why. He believes that he married them out of obligation and they should be okay
out of a promise.
Right.
Not out of a promise.
Out of a promise. He believes that it was okay for him to treat Robyn, even though he won't admit it. It was okay for him to treat Robyn differently because he maybe met her differently than the way he treated the other women, but yet expected all of them to still be okay with the fact that You get out of bed to cater to another woman. You get out of bed to cater to another woman when for 26 years I sat and watched you get out of bed and do nothing. But now I'm watching you get out of bed to go and help another woman's children get dressed when you
Yeah.
won't even do it for the ones that I birthed you
But the sad part about it is he didn't even go to his daughter's surgery.
and wasn't going to.
He told Christine not to go. She can catch the bus. Then he tell her
Yeah, he
she
told
can
her,
go, she could go by herself.
yeah,
It's like, what?
he
Trash.
was not this. I think the minute,
Trash.
I believe the minute outside of the courting of Robyn, I believe the minute that divorce was signed and when him and Robyn ran to the courthouse in what season 5 or 6 or 7, whatever, um, I feel like that was the moment that he completely checked out. He did not care anymore because Robyn, he has now gotten his prize. And what he was expecting was that these girls were going to fall back into their old religion and their old way of thinking. The problem was that, sir, you are on a nationally televised show. You are
Yeah.
now a public figure. These women are going to be out and about. They are not going to be the same. Just like Janelle said, we changed over that 30 something years that we were together. Probably if they would have kept quiet and not had a show, maybe they would all still be miserable in that house in Utah. But you
Right.
cannot expect these same women who now have a television show that are getting their ends, who have children that are going to public school amongst other children who live in the world, that they are not going to change their behavior.
But I don't think that if Kody and them did not do the show, that Robyn would have even been a factor.
Exactly. She came to this family. That's why she chose this family.
Yeah, I
When
don't.
she had all these suitors, she chose this family because they was getting that show, and she
Yeah,
was so in debt, a single mother, destitute,
yeah.
that she chose them. And you know what, Kevin, when you were just talking, it made me think about something. Robyn said on this tell all how she had no idea that Kody was in love with her like that. And she was like, he said that. Whereas, remember when they talked about, when you just talked about going to the courthouse and how things changed when they got married? Remember on the season finale when they had that conversation and she made the comment about the covenant that her and Cody made when they
She
were
knew
talking about
then.
marrying
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
and she made the and Robyn was like, you know, Cody said, I made that promise to you. You told me that if I ever didn't love you, do not just stick around. So that lets me know that she lied because they even had a conversation before they got married. So she knew he was in
Yes,
loveless
you do.
marriages. She knew
I
he was with these other women out of obligation.
correct.
And
Yes,
she
you do.
said, make me a promise that if you ever feel like that about me, that
Yeah,
you would just
and
leave
that's
and not
why
keep
she
me
said it.
holding on.
And that's why
And
she
you are
made him make
absolutely right. Because I'm thinking about there were a couple episodes early on, I think when they were living in the rentals in Vegas, or maybe whenever they were in Vegas. If you
Mm,
go back and look at a few of those episodes when it was Mary's in the room, Robyn and Kody, Robyn would be like, oh, well, do you want me to leave the room so you all can kiss?
yeah,
Oh, do you want me to leave the room? Oh, I'll go outside. So, yes, she knew. Here's the thing. I could absolutely believe, now that you said that, I can absolutely believe that either she saw when the cameras was down, she saw how he was treating those women, or he was telling her, look, here's the thing. I don't really mess with Mary like that. I know she's the first wife or whatever. I don't really mess with her. She only gave me one kid. She's just the boss of the group. And, Janelle is whatever, Christine is whatever, but I'm really, really into you. Because he talks about how he was able to be vulnerable. So
yeah,
that leads me to believe, yeah, he was doing a lot of pillow talking, sweet talking.
yeah.
So yeah, you're right. She absolutely knew. Because for him to make that comment about what she said, you don't just bring that up willy nilly. in a
Right.
relationship. Like, no, I have never been in a relationship where I said to somebody, well, at the moment that you feel like you
You no
ready to
longer
go,
love
just
me.
Right,
let
if
me
you don't
go.
love me, don't do me like you doing the asses. If
Right.
you feel like you don't love me, let me go.
Yeah. No one says that in a
No
relationship.
one says
No
that in
one
a
says. So
relationship.
she knew what was going on. And he is, I have my own issues with Mary. I do feel sorry for her at certain points,
Mhm.
but girl, you allowed this to go on for too long.
But
You
she
you
was out there too busy getting catfished.
yeah.
Because I think Mary started that a long time ago.
Yeah. I think she was looking before it hit the airwaves.
Hell yeah.
Come
So
on.
somebody was saying in the chat that the episode for next week or Sunday is supposed to be fire.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one with Mary. That's what Kevin was sent you the article. It's going to be for Christine's telling the story about Mary and Cody melting down Mary's wedding ring and Mary being upset. And Mary said that was my story to tell, and that she didn't appreciate Christine pretty much telling her business.
That's what
And
Kevin
she's
just sent to me.
Yes.
right. And she says it forced her to talk about a painful memory that she wasn't ready to share. But Christine forced her to talk about it because Christine told her business.
Christine don't give a damn.
Christine don't care. I would if I was Christine, I wouldn't care either.
Me
I
either.
would but
She,
what they should have done, and this would have been maybe a great ratings moment, but they should have had all of them, because it does feel like when you watch the tell all, it's very choppy. You know what I mean? And it seems like the Suki girl, she's bringing back the conversation. Well, Kody said this, Robyn said this, or Mary said this. What they should have done was had them, at least the ladies, maybe not Kody, maybe have them one on one or whatever, but at least the ladies, they should have had all four of them in the room and said, you know what, we holding y'all last check. So ain't nobody walking up out of here. You're not walking off set. If you walk up off set, you go and get you a glass of water, but you coming back up in here and we
Yeah,
gonna
because
get
when did they stop doing that, y'all?
right.
Because they used to be all of them. When did they
all
stop?
of them on it, because they was all on the couch, but they was also guarded on the couch. That's why doing it. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Doing these one-on-ones, I didn't like them, but this one, I thought, oh, they wasn't holding back. But it's like Suki going in between. Well, Cody said this. How you feel about that? Robin said that, and she just pretty much telling each other what the other one
She's
said.
just stirring
Right.
the pot.
But
Right.
also though, but in my opinion, she never challenged
No,
any
she
of them.
doesn't. No,
She
she.
never challenged Cody
Oh
on
my
the fact
god.
of, the fact of how he treated his children versus Robin's children. She never challenged, or maybe she will in the upcoming thing. She never
She don't
challenged Mary
challenge.
on why she's still there. Please explain to me why you are still there. Robyn, why are you crying every 5 minutes when you are benefiting from everything? Christine, you know what I mean? Like, why, you know what I mean? Like, they
What
never
question would you
challenge.
have for Christine? Don't stop. What question would you have, or what challenge would you have for Christine?
Mine for her would have been number one. You would have, in my opinion, Kody, you would have never seen Truly again. You would have to explain to me why all of a sudden it is
You want to have a
you want
relationship
to
with
have a
her.
But they said
relationship,
that he
but
was
you didn't
wanting to
have
have
one
a
before.
relationship with her so that she wouldn't take him for child support.
But
She
make
has,
him say that then.
you know what I mean? Like, let's call a thing a thing. Like Janelle, can we talk about the fact that you was married to Mary's brother? Robyn, where is your ex-husband? You know what I mean? Like, what do you know what I mean? Like, let's really talk about some stuff.
Is
She
that
Well,
the attorney? Is that the lawyer in you coming
yes,
out, Kevin? And that's why
yes,
Pam is keep
yes,
you because she was a judge and y'all got
my,
that kind of connection.
yes.
You know, y'all
Where
see each other.
where are your items?
but
Here's
my
Kody.
thing is, Robyn is so, oh, you can't get divorced. Christine left and it did all of this.
But
But what
Cody
about the fact she divorced? What
and
about the fact Janelle is divorced? Why don't they ever ask about that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She never
but Cody's
challenged
not
them.
divorced, so Cody needs to go and fuck another woman. Because
Correct.
according to what Robyn said, you're not divorced until you had sex with someone else.
And you tell the
So
church,
why ain't Cody with another woman? That means Cody ain't divorced either.
right?
But
Like
he can
we didn't
divorce
ask,
Mary, but
right?
Christine can't divorce him. That don't
Like
even
I
make sense in her
like I
mind.
would ask, like even more so, I would ask Christine, explain to me why you gave up your rights to Coyote Pass. Walk me through that. What
Cause I
was,
was,
you know what I
cause
mean?
the house
What
was
was the
already in
deal?
her name. The house was already in only her
Yes,
name.
because
So
in
I would have walked
episode,
away with
yes,
my house, and I still own Coyote Pass.
Hell
With
yeah.
all the years I put in there, I wouldn't have dared sign that over.
I wouldn't have signed over
why
nothing.
y'all think she signed it over?
Two, there could be two reasons. One reason is that when you've had enough of somebody, you don't give a damn what you have to sign over to be done with it. I
But
would have
that's the
believed,
civil divorce.
right. I would have believed that if when Christine, that episode when we saw her pack up and move up to Utah and we never saw her for the rest of the season, and then we understand that she signed over everything, I would have believed that. Like, okay, she really just didn't want to be bothered anymore. Whatever she had to do to get rid of this fool, I'm good for that. But there is something that I can't put my hand on. I don't know if it's monetary or if they were gonna be responsible for maybe defaulting on the loan and she maybe saw it coming down the pipe. I don't know. But it
See,
Christine, you
mine
would have
is
to
all.
explain that to me.
Yeah, see, my theory, I think what you're saying that she was just done. You know, when you done, you walk away. And I think, and that was her thing. When she had that conversation with Kody, she had already come up with this whole plan. And she was sitting there just very, stoic. And she was just like, I'm gonna keep this house. You can have Coyote Pass. She remember she even said you can have the food in the food pantry
Yeah.
because when they
Right.
store, she pretty much was like done. You can have all of this. I'm walking away with Truly in this house. And
But
she was done. She had made that split. She probably thought about it later and said, I shouldn't have done that. But she was just at the point, I want my child, my house. I got something to start over fresh. You know, with the knife and the kidney speech. Think about it when he was screaming in her face. Christine was sitting there so cool, calm, and
I'd have,
collected.
I would have
And
cussed his ass
I
out.
went
Me
right.
too. Me too.
Christine was cool and calm, and then when
I
Robyn was
would
like,
have
"But
my
what about?"
kids.
And Robyn said, "Well, what about me? Do you want to have a relationship with me?" She says, "I
Absolutely
want
not.
to keep. I want to keep the one we have today." She's like, "No."
Nope. Absolutely. I would never have a relationship with a woman like Mary. And the reason for me, and this is another tea spiller, the reason for me is that my mother passed away when I was like 3.5 years old. My father married a woman maybe like a year or so after that. Mary is what my stepmother is. That game playing, that power move,
Oh, okay.
she is that. I would never want to be in the same room with someone like Mary. Absolutely not. Because we have no relationship. Mary, you treated this woman horribly. You treated her horribly.
Yeah, but people are going, and I go back and forth, and people are saying, of course, everybody's like they want a Janelle and Christine spinoff. And then you have others saying, no, it should be all three ex wives if you're going to do
No,
something
don't
with
bring
the ex
Mary
wife.
in. It don't
No,
bring
Mary
Mary
is
in.
boring. I
Mary's
don't
so
where
boring.
Mary is boring. She
But
has
if
no
Mary
Nah,
started, but if Mary started dating and going out,
who
you wouldn't want.
cares?
I wouldn't care.
I would
I
not
wouldn't care
care.
because Mary is going to be, in my opinion,
Ugh.
if we watched Mary dating, it would be watching the
Paint
likes
dry.
of a
I was
Danielle.
just gonna say paint dry.
Paint
Yeah.
dry.
It for me, it would be the likes of the stupidity of a Danielle. She would just be that dumb. Either she would be playing it up for the cameras to be that dumb, or she really is that dumb. She really is. I've never seen Mary with good girl. I've never seen Mary with good girlfriends that call her out. I've never seen her sit down and
Yeah.
film with somebody that says, "Girl, what are you still doing here? Why are you sitting around waiting for him?"
Her friend Jen, her supposed friend Jen, that she do Fridays with friends with, and who on the show.
No,
Yeah,
no. I would
Mary
like
needs somebody that's going to challenge her to open her mouth up and not sit there and cry and say, I
correct.
don't know. Oh, I got to think about it for 5 years. No,
will
Mary's
you come
boring.
with
She's
me?
not going to give nothing.
No, Mary tries. She. I think she still is trying to play the old game of the power move. Darling, understand that
She
doesn't
don't have
work
no
in this day.
power.
That doesn't work in this day and age anymore. You women are public figures at this point. These women are not going to fall for your okey doke. They're not
But she don't
falling for
have
your
any
okey
power now, so she can't have a power
Yeah,
move with
them
no
days
power.
those days of manipulating them and controlling and treating them like they a piece of garbage because they walking through the house is over.
correct. That's done. That's why
That's
you only
over.
got 2 acres. That's
That's
only why
over.
that's only why she got 2 acres.
And
So
even when she sat there in all her little, she thought she was saying something
yes,
big.
she did.
When she
Yeah.
said, oh, I am not going to be silent anymore. I said, so what's she going to do? Sing now? Or
No,
That's what that's what I'm like.
she
This
got no
Phyllis.
platform?
no, because Mary does that whole, well, I'm not gonna say anything right now, so you all just stay tuned. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Oh, you really want me to talk about Kody? Well, just stay tuned. We'll never
Yeah.
hear anything.
But
We'll never, you know what I mean? Goodbye.
Christine singing like a canary.
I would too.
Christine like what you want to know now? What
I
you
would
want to
too.
know now?
I would absolutely, just like Christine said, you know that when a man don't want you, he take his whole wedding ring and change it, melted it down and
He kept
changed it.
put the diamonds to the side and melted down the gold. And didn't even tell Mary. Mary asked her where my ring at. She said,
She
"Oh,
had to
I
find
melted
out
that."
the hard way.
And she said he just said, "Oh, I melted that down," and that was it. No,
And that
nothing
was it.
more.
No
Wait a
discussion,
minute.
no
He
nothing.
melted down whose ring?
His wedding ring.
His wedding ring that Mary gave him when they got married, that he wore for years. They were saying, and one day it wasn't on his hand, and Mary asked him where was it. He said, "Oh, I melted that down." He didn't
Exactly.
tell her. He didn't tell her. So Mary had a feeling behind it. She was upset, and
So I got
Christine.
to cover that tomorrow. I got to carve out some time in my
Yeah, you
day
got to carve
tomorrow.
out some time.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to carve
It's
out some
called
time.
What?
It's gonna be on Sunday's episode, but they don't talk. But Mary, because they've been showing the clips of it, so Mary done already came out and was like, it was her story to tell a painful time in her life that Christine forced her to talk
So what's
about
she
it.
gonna do? So what's she gonna do to Christine?
Nothing.
What's she gonna do?
Absolutely nothing.
She just
Mary,
said it wasn't Christine's business and wasn't her story to tell. And Christine even said when she was telling Suki, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm here. And she said it. She did say she shouldn't say it right before she said it.
well, because here's the thing: even if a producer would have put it in Suki's ear to bring it up, Mary would have played coy. She would
Yup.
have, you know what I mean? We would have wasted time.
Yup.
Let's get down to the business, girl.
She
What
brings
what are you
nothing
doing?
to the table.
She brings absolutely
Nothing.
nothing. And
Nothing.
she thinks that playing coy or playing the I don't know or playing
But
this
her
old
ugly
damsel in
self.
distress when we know you for your works. We know you
Yup.
for your works, Mary. You cannot play damsel in distress. Robyn, we cannot continue to have you picking at your eyes to get some tears. We can't continue to have you doing that.
With them eyebrows looking like the Nike symbol.
All right. I swear, somebody, I mean, whoever is her stylist need to be fired.
I don't think she has a stylist. But I'm gonna tell you when I went over rewatch episode season 5, and Robyn and I, that was the first time, I don't know how I missed it, but that was the first time I really realized how much debt she brought. And here we are, you got a debt person that's fixing your thing, and you bring your sister in,
Right.
and you
Right.
got of $32,000 in debt, and y'all don't even know if y'all gonna be able to get these houses, and your sister lived there with you. That was before the nanny.
And she hasn't worked this whole marriage.
No,
But yet she says I deserve 4 acres at Coyote Pass
of
because
my
I need to.
own.
I might leave Kody and I need to have something for my children.
Right. Of my own. Plus, I'm going to get his 4.
I was like, what? And then she's like, oh, I'm just joking,
No,
Kody.
you wasn't, girl.
Girl,
But I'm
No,
I
you
let me
told
wasn't,
you.
tell
Cody.
y'all something though. I think Cody's in love with Robyn, but I do not think that Robyn is in love with
I
Cody.
agree. I agree. Robyn leaving him. I told you that before. I think Robyn gonna leave.
The only way that Robyn would leave, she would have to have a free and clear path. And I think the way the
She
things,
got that.
nope, I think the way the things are set up, I don't think she got a clear path because everything is so intertwined with them. She shared property with Janelle. She shares property with Kody.
Yeah.
What do the bank accounts look like? You know, Kody got all them trucks and boats and whatever else. They got this house under mortgage. They got Coyote Pass. Somebody, you know what I mean? Like they have all these, the 4 women in general, I feel are so entwined with each other. Bump Kody. I think Cody's sitting pretty.
See, you say that's the only way she'll leave. I say the only way she'll stay is if they continue to have the show. I think if the show go away, Robyn go away.
You think so?
Robyn, I don't think she in love with Kody like he is
I don't think
supposed
she's
in
in love
love
with
with her, and I think Robyn is in it for Robyn. And I think if all of a sudden Robyn had to be in a monogamous marriage with Kody without having the show, she wouldn't stay.
I think that as a woman, and that's all I can speak of about. I think as a woman, when you see how a man do other people, you in
Exactly.
preparation mode. Like you preparing for your accident. Because if he would do this to these 3 women, he would do that to me. And I think all as a woman,
Absolutely.
I think we think like that.
I do. I do. Like they say, well, how do a man treat his mama? I'm
Yeah,
with you.
that's
I'm
how you
with
gonna
you.
treat your
I'm
ass.
with you when you're right. But I also think, though, Robyn, this is the first time that she is getting the back end. I always say you got to pay on the front or the back. And she mentioned in a sneak peek that now he's starting to talk to her reckless a
Yeah.
little bit.
Hmm.
And I think for the time that she was there, I don't
I
think
ain't
he was
believe her
talking to her
though.
reckless.
I ain't believe her.
No, but remember she said that before when Christine left, and when Kody, how Kody changed, and he was just in that dark place, and she had made the comment that he just hated all women, and then he even before Janelle and Mary left, right after Christine left, and she
Mm.
talked about, and even in season 17, well, he's just hurting right now, and he's lashing out because we're women, and Christine left him, and he's pretty much hating all women right now.
I may give you about a month of that lashing out, maybe a month. But after that, you're going to have to shape up. You got to shape up, or a skill is going upside your head. You got to shape up. You're going to have to shape up.
And your clothes burned on the front
That too.
lawn, your
That
drawers
too.
hanging from the tree.
But
In
I,
the
but
interview on ETV, Christine said that once she, I think the point she pinpointed was once she knew that Kody was in love with Robyn, she began her preparation financially.
Yes.
good for her.
Even though she said she was very upset when Cody took his name off her house because she said she finally owned something with
Yeah.
Cody and she thought that solidified their relationship. And when they refinanced and he took his name off, she said it hurt her to her core. But that ended up being the best thing that could have
Yeah.
happened because
Sure
she had
did.
that house and only her name.
And he came crawling back asking, where are my profits? I don't know, sir.
Right.
I
Don't
don't go in
sell
your
this house.
pocket.
He needed Janelle credit. Janelle back Christine's house. Janelle said, I don't want that.
And I don't blame Janelle. I wouldn't have wanted
I
that
wouldn't have wanted
either.
that either.
But
But
he
I
thought
wouldn't
but
he,
again,
either.
I wish that in the tell all, if we're going to talk individually to these people, let's really get down to business. Janelle, explain to us how you a 50-something-year-old woman and you don't have nothing with your name on it. Where did you go wrong?
and you the financial expert. You the
Correct.
finance
You the
person.
realtor. You are the main person that should have known about getting your name at least on the deed, girl.
So that's what
Let me tell you,
everybody's
I was
wondering. This tell all where they supposed to be revealing stuff through the years. This episode they gonna do on Christmas Eve. They're
I
wondering is Janelle gonna talk about the money?
She gonna have to say something. Janelle, explain to me how you were okay with living in a trailer with your child with no running water. Explain to me how do you compartmentalize or be okay with that, knowing that this woman is 15 minutes away from you in this big ass house. How do you reconcile with Janelle? Explain to me how you in this studio, girl.
I
but
wonder what.
Pam,
Yeah,
can you imagine sitting on the stage or in the audience and Kevin is up there asking me, honey, I'm gonna slid out my chair.
They, I'm telling you, if
I
I
done
was the
slid out
host,
my chair like a snake. I'd have just been like,
no, because we are asking we are watching what happened. You have to explain that to make it make sense. Because
and
I don't know of any person that will be okay with living in a trailer
you right.
I'm
and
still trying to figure that out. How was she even okay not having a house, even in the small apartment? When
correct
you know Robyn ain't never worked. Her debt is now paid, and she has this house, and she has this property on Coyote Pass.
that
I
you
was
paid
waiting on
for.
Mary to get a backbone when they were talking about it. Mary said, why do I only get 2 acres? And Robyn was like, well, I need some. You should have said, well, what about this 6 or 8 or whatever acres that they were sitting outside that house, the Mac mansion that they live in? What about those acres? Is
Correct.
anybody else's name on that house besides Robyn and Cody's?
I don't think
Mm-mm.
so.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so. And then
Mm-mm.
I would also like to see a full sit down of Kody and the boys.
Yeah.
And I mean
Now
a
you
full
talk
sit
about
down.
a show that would the ratings would be out
Yes.
the roof.
I want full on sit down. I want the edited version and I want the unedited version that they cut off on Discovery Plus.
When Gabe and Garrison cusses him out.
Because I have a feeling that Gabe will show out. Garrison, he talked big stuff, but see,
He'll cry.
Gabe,
He gonna cry. But Gabe stuck to Gabe said, I don't need a father now.
I know
Like,
that's right.
But that was so sad though. That was so sad.
he said he don't even know. I don't bought the dream car I wanted that he told me I couldn't get. I don't bought a house. What he said, something else he don't did. He said he don't know nothing that's going on in my life.
And that's a shame.
That
Your
is.
father.
That is an absolute shame. And I completely get it. I completely understand. Because for you to make up those kind of rules, and I don't know how, and I would even go back a few episodes. I would say, children, how do you all feel with the fact that your mother was living here and your quote unquote stepmother had a whole nanny up in her house?
Mm.
A whole stranger in her house coming back and forth.
No, let's go back a little bit further. Not about your mama living here. What about the fact that you couldn't come over, but the
Correct.
nanny could come over and the nanny gave the whole family COVID?
COVID. Thank you.
Oh, I
Kody,
thought that the
Kody, you
kids got the COVID from the school.
No, we
no,
talking about not at Robyn and Kody. Robyn and Kody got COVID from the nanny. The nanny brought it in the house, and Brianna, the only one didn't get it was Aurora.
Correct.
From
But
they
that
all
was
got it
that
from
she was living downstairs and they said she wouldn't come up.
right.
Correct.
They all got it from the nanny. That's what they were saying. The nanny brought it into the house, and they
The
all
nanny
caught
brought
it.
it in, and they called it. So
But to think that he wanted Janelle to leave her vacation and she was willing to do it. And Christine was like, for what? You ain't even going to see
yeah,
him.
correct.
All you gonna do is get to go to the store, get the medicine,
And
and
leave the
leave it on the
bag at the
porch.
door. Leave the
Said leave it
bag at
on
the
the
door like
porch.
you DoorDash. You DoorDash.
Not
And what
the
she gonna
DoorDash.
and what she gonna text? What she gonna text and say your
Maybe
package has been
maybe
delivered?
Instacart, Walmart delivery.
DoorDash. And where you text and say your food is outside.
And take a picture of it.
And take a picture. No, I would. And I agree. They did not have they should have sat down and had their story together because Janelle, you
Yeah, they
looked
didn't.
very weak in
Yes,
that
you
moment
did. Yes, you
because
did.
you on a whole vacation and another person had to give you realization of what it's like. You about to stop what you doing, drive all the way back, do these errands for him, drop it off, and then go home. And he probably wouldn't have said thank you. He probably wouldn't have said on camera thank you. He would not have done the same effort for you.
But that supports what I always say: the way these women were raised. They're not so worldly as we would like to think. We judge them by our own standard.
Well,
I will
Christine
give you
is.
that.
Christine is.
Well,
Christina
she had
had,
to get there. She had to get there.
I
well,
She
don't.
stayed. She stayed for so long because she wasn't. She finally had to get
Oh,
there.
she had to get her finances together.
she had to
That's
get her
what
money
she did on
together
ET.
because here's the
On her
thing.
interview with ET, she just did. She said she stayed to get her finances together.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
But
I've
don't
heard that.
I always tell people, I remember in my when I was starting out and doing like random piece of law, I started out in divorce. I would tell people, don't leave until you get your money together.
Yeah,
Get get you a plan or get your money together because when these bills hit, they hit, and
they
there may
hit.
be a gap in time before you get real money. But
Yeah,
get your money together. So while he may be giving you $50 for the meals, make it look like it's 24. Put that other 24 under the pillow, under the blanket, put it outside under a rock because when it's time to ship out, you have your coins together.
And that's what I think Robin doing. Robin ain't stupid.
no, I think
No.
That's what I.
Robin
That's what
definitely.
I think Robin doing.
I definitely agree with that. I think she is planning her great escape.
Yep.
And they going and that will be a special that I will watch too. I don't care if it came on at 4 a.m. in the morning, bitch.
How she grifted this whole
The
family.
escape.
She grifted the whole family. Came in and took everything.
I would love to see Kody broken. I know that's evil. I shouldn't have that kind of heart, but I would love to see Kody broken.
I would
Yeah,
say I would
I
love
would
to
too.
see karma and whatever that karma is, we know what it is. To love to see him come to that realization of what he did for to these three women and what he did. I mean, we ain't talking about for a year.
We
We
talking
talking about him
30.
and Mary 32
We
years.
talking about 30 plus years.
Yes. I mean,
15
Christine was
children.
what, 27 when she left? Janelle was at 28 or 29 and Mary was at 32.
You know, we talking 30 plus years. 15 children that all of a sudden realized that this woman with three children came in and he is devoting more time to her three children that are not hers than
They're not here. Yeah.
then I am like if you need a kidney food, you have to come to me. But you dedicating your time to a kid who missing an eye. You all moved to Flagstaff allegedly because he was tearing shit up at Arizona State. So that's why y'all allegedly moved. Come, I would never, if I was one, I would never speak to him again.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I
Mm-mm.
would love to sit down with the boys because I want to know word for word. Garrison, what were the rules again for COVID? Gabe,
Yeah. And
when
you
he
see they
told,
and
when
they knew they talking about we need to talk to Robyn about the rules. And Kody kept saying, I don't know why they think Robyn made the rules. I'm the patriarch. They're
Robyn
my
made
rules. Well, we already now see Robyn got to tell him what he think. He go to talk and Robyn tell him pretty much shut up until I tell you what you think. And he shut up too.
Y'all look at this. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Trey Wade, for becoming a member. Y'all ready? Welcome
Welcome
to
to
the
the
family.
family.
Welcome, Boo. And
Welcome,
welcome,
Treyway.
Scorpion 11, for becoming a member. Thank you, Boo. Welcome,
Welcome to the
family.
family.
Welcome.
Welcome, cousin
I'm sorry,
Scorpion
y'all. I didn't
11
see this.
and Trey Wade.
Just scrapping, aka Catherine Green. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. It wasn't even a vacation, it was a Plexus event they earned and were networking at. We didn't miss this because this is
Oh,
oh,
she
that's
talking
right, because
about
them
where
girls was,
Christine and Janelle was at when Kody had COVID and wanted Janelle to come home.
what?
yeah, them girls was at that,
They was working.
at that Lula Road, marketing
Well,
event.
Plexus, they do Plexus.
It's still
Lula
a,
Rowe is Mary and McKelty.
it's
But
still a
but but but
pyramid
but,
scheme.
but Janelle ain't losing no weight.
She ain't lost an ounce.
Janelle on that slim tummy
The way,
tea.
the way Janelle belly rolling when she was laughing Hardy on that
I
couch holding her belly. I told you
Well,
she was like Santa Claus. She had a Hardy belly roll.
it
Yes, she
appeared, if
did.
you all notice though, if you look at the episode where they went to Christine's house and Christine's brother was there and they were outside, they always, have y'all noticed they always eating burgers, fries, and sitting on lawn chairs?
They
Have
always
we
on
ever,
lawn chairs, but no, remember they had a lobster. They had the lobster meal.
because I was going to say, have we ever seen somebody sit down with real plates, a fork set, a
No.
real glass, other than paper
Mm-mm.
plates and hamburgers and French fries out the oven?
Well, they did have a lobster day when that was when what's her face was going back to school and they had when they was telling Christine about dating. Remember they had the lobster
Oh,
when they
but
was
I
talking.
but I was saying though, if you
I
remember
don't
when they
remember
were sitting
that.
outside,
I don't remember that.
That was
her
just
belly,
recently.
her
I
belly
don't remember
has
that.
gone down because if you look at the two pictures, it's much smaller at the tell-all than it is when she was out with the brothers and stuff. So she slimmed down a little bit. She had a little tummy tea, you know. Stormy must have told her how she was low vibrational or something, and she got the picture. She
Oh,
was
you think she lost some weight?
she lost a little weight. She had a little slim tummy tea. She been drinking the slim tummy teas. Cause all them women work pyramid schemes. Mary do Lula
Yeah.
Rowe. The
Yeah.
mother was
Well, they all MLMs.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all pyramid schemes.
I know.
Isn't that
What's
so?
that you? What's that you got on the screen, Auntie? What they saying?
Auntie, did you see the body cam footage of Robyn getting a ticket in 2021 with the youngest two kids in the car?
Oh,
No mask, no precautions taken, nothing. She was texting while driving. I have
oh,
not seen that.
I
oh,
saw that pop up and I didn't read the story. I did see that pop up about Robyn getting a ticket. You can Google, I'm sure it'll come up. I saw somebody do that, but I didn't read it.
So
oh.
where do you get most of your sister wives tea from, Pam and Calvin?
Well,
I don't
anybody?
necessarily follow it. I like watch the show like everybody else, and if something comes across the screen, like I don't go like like you and maybe someone else. No, because I think it's really you that I really only listen to. most time on YouTube, I'm scrolling, watching like a television show, or I'm watching some stupid reel or something about a baby cow or puppies, or something like that. So like your platform is the only one that I really like subscribe to and actually watch.
Okay.
So if I, and if I come across something like when you talked about, oh boy, that they had said some things about you, I went and found to see what they were saying. Or if you have mentioned some people, I will go and listen to it or see an episode. But I don't subscribe to it. So like I get the information by watching the show and forming my own opinion. I don't do the what's the reality television website. I don't
Okay.
do that.
Yeah, see, it ain't no much so much about watching other people's reviews, but like Auntie, Access Hollywood or different other stories pop up, and there's some other bloggers, but it might not even be somebody I subscribe to because they see that you watch it. The YouTube algorithm, it pops up for all
Yeah.
kind of just
Yeah.
different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just all depends on while I'm sitting here working, and if I get I'll be a whole list of different people who I don't even know talking about sister wives or a different article
Okay.
or something. It just pops up. I mean, of course, there's a couple of them, that really focus on sister wives
Yeah.
that we've mentioned before. The Crystal
Okay.
Ball and
Yeah. Because she was there was that Crystal Ball girl that I started listening to her, but then at some point, didn't she start crying because I didn't Cody and them attack her or something, and she had to go
oh, I
away.
think that's the other one, the backwoods. Um, she always, I mean, it turns me off so much. These people rich. Y'all always talking about how they got it bad and blah blah blah. I wish I had what they had. Look at what Cody driving. Look at this house. Look at that. And I've been telling her, well, everybody don't live like you. But I mean, it can turn me off. But they talk about a lot of the different articles. They'll at least tell me about that the article exists.
Okay. Okay. Well, Kevin, thank you for sending me that. I'm gonna go hit that up on Instagram
Yeah.
and I'll call some time out tomorrow. Or today
Right.
and get that done. But y'all
Because it's
thank
like, are they
y'all so
really fighting? Is Mary really gonna pick an argument
I don't
with
think so.
Christine?
I don't
You
think so.
know,
I think Mary does big talk when it's one on one with the host, but then with what we've seen when it's really time for her to sit and confront these women
yeah.
about what she feels they have done to her, she speaks in roundabout ways. And when they do get confronted by her, they're actually pulling the information from her. Then when she decides she wants to be bothered, or they'll be like, well, Mary, let's have a conversation. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
Yeah.
But you
I
was ready
hate
for it
that. Oh, I
two
hate that
months
about
ago.
her.
But then you know what I mean? So it's like she doesn't she talks big when the cameras are just by herself. Oh, I was raised this way. My father was very pushy and very stern and this, that, and the other. I think Mary talks a big game when them cameras
Yeah.
go down. And she talks a big game with others. But when she really confronted, oh, the wall goes, oh, the wall. When I feel attacked, the wall, girl, if you was doing all that big talk when them cameras went down, do it now so we can really see who the real Mary is, because we don't even know. One
We
minute we
don't.
see you crying about this, the next minute you don't know if you want to have earnest money for the house when
Yeah.
you need a place to live. So you don't know if you want this woman to carry your babies. You don't know if you want to live out in the trees on Coyote Pass. You don't know if you still want a relationship with Kody. But
not
oh,
in the tree, not in the
right.
tree.
But
Okay,
oh, Kody told, I've been waiting for him. Cody told me that I have to court him. So that's what I've been doing. So that's why I made him Rice Krispie treats. The fool didn't even remember what them fucking Rice Krispie treats was for. So, Mary, quit, you know what I mean? Quit trying to play like we don't see you for your works. You are playing a wrong game that the world sees. You are in a world now where we can rewind it back and see your bull. Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. Girl, bye. You do know. You sat around for 30-some years waiting on a man with curly hair and a busted lip to give you some monochrome of attention.
While you was getting catfished.
Right. And so
While you was getting
for
catfished.
10
And
years
played the victim in that.
for 10 years you've been waiting for this man to bed you down. Girl, bye. They would have had a whole season around me. Mary goes out on a date this episode. Mary got caught with this one. You know, Mary was living it up in Vegas. Them sister wives would be like, oh, I don't know if Mary really went on her vow. You know what I mean? I would have been having a good time the minute Kody told me he did not want to be bothered.
Yeah, I would have been gone.
Oh, I'd have had a good time. Because here's the thing, it's just you in that house creaking and crawling through that. Babe, I'd have had so much fun through that. I wouldn't have left Vegas.
Yeah, I would
They
have
would have had to
definitely
catch
had
me
me a
on the flip
spinoff
side.
show.
I
That
wouldn't
would
have
have
left
definitely,
Vegas.
if that was me, I'd have been had a spinoff.
Right. I wouldn't have left. I would have had all my stuff. They would have been filming me going to the LuLaRoe convention. They would have been filming me talking about how these jeggings got holes in them and how I deal with that. They would have been filming me talking big shit behind Kody with my good girlfriends as we
Yup.
drinking margaritas at the
Yup.
Taco Hut.
Yup.
They would have been filming me talking
Yup.
about, you know, oh, baby,
Oh, I
they
would
would have
have
been
definitely had
filming
me
me.
a spinoff.
Yeah, they would have been. I would have gave them something to talk about. That
You daggone right.
Kody and them decided that I wasn't good enough for them to put any money into me getting the end, but oh, I'm good enough for you to get this house over here in Coyote Pass. I'm good enough for me to put my money down for you to have Robyn a home, but y'all can't put no money down for me to go and get this hotel in Utah. Oh, I would have been going left, right, and sideways. They just saw me trying to fake move into Robyn house too, even though I knew I wouldn't have been there. I'd have pulled up a truck just for the storyline. Said, well, I'm moving in here too. Since you all say that I don't deserve to have all this acreage and all this, then I'm coming over to yours. We can share. We sister wives, right? You got all this room over here. Oh, I would have been in on her.
And I want to say to the young lady in the comments, Kevin is not picking on Mary. Kevin is an equal opportunity dragger. He would drag all their asses. So tonight we've been talking more about her, but he is not picking on Mary.
Well, I probably am picking on Mary because Mary resembles my stepmother. Mary resembles a woman who treated other people's children horribly. I had a stepmother when it was time for me to go to college and get my scholarships and things together, a woman who threw those in the garbage. I had a woman who played like Mary, oh, I don't know, when she was doing horrible things to me because my father drove, at that time, he was a truck driver. So he would do long distance. I had a Mary in my home because for whatever reason she couldn't have children. So this was a woman that was jealous of the fact that I was his natural child and she couldn't compete with that. So a Mary to me is exactly that. So yeah, I'll step on Mary's neck every moment I get.
All right, now, Kevin. He said he gonna step on her neck. He gonna step on her neck.
Because I know. Because here's the thing,
Okay,
for
well, you
me,
cleaned it up. Well, thank you for cleaning that up and
I
letting me
know how
know.
that feels to be in a situation in a house with somebody who you know, and I didn't get it at the time until I was much older, but she was horrible to me. Any chance that would allow me to move up and be in the spotlight, she definitely tried to shut it down. And so I understood exactly why when Christine said Mary is not allowed at McKelty's events. And when I left for college in 1998, I said
Yeah.
I will never go into that house again. And it has been 20 something years before I had a conversation with my father.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
20 years. So yeah, I absolutely get it. So yeah, I will step on Mary's neck. I'll give her a little grace every once in a while, but for the most part, I'm on her neck.
Okay, well, I'm wrong.
I'm on her neck. Because for me, it doesn't make sense for the power play that you did. You signed up
over the
for a
years.
man with all of these children, and you treated them horribly because you thought, why? Because your wife, number one, because you was maybe bringing in a paycheck, but you got with a man with all these children and you set boundaries in a household where
Yeah,
90 people live
that
in.
was
Come
ridiculous.
on now.
Well, she didn't get with the man when he had all the kids. He had all the kids on her. She was the first wife. So I'm sure she had some kind of feeling that, like you just said, she couldn't give him any more kids.
But remember in season 5, and I can't remember if it's episode 5 or 6 when they met the draggers, the other polygamous family,
Yeah.
and Kody had talked about how being using the kitchen together could be war. It was war in this household. Mary was nasty. She was nasty to
She
Janelle
was.
about the kitchen, and here Janelle had all them daggone kids she had to feed.
So yeah.
Mary
Oh,
Yeah.
nasty.
oh, I'm sorry that I want a just as big of a home because my
I'm
things will
sorry,
last in
Janelle,
the
if
home.
you feel like I've taken something from you. Like that sarcastic stuff will
Yeah,
get your eye blacked.
right. Yeah, you are taking something from me because there was no reason, knowing what you knew about our financial situation, that you
Exactly.
needed a wet bar. You get a
And,
wet
and, and,
bar when
and
them
the
new
wet bar required an additional fifth room
correct. You get a wet bar when them checks start rolling in.
and French doors.
So yeah, I'm stepping on your neck, Mary. So married people, if you up in the bushes, you can come on out and come on up. You can get some of this work too.
I apologize. I thought that I apologize to you. What's her name? Right way, because I thought that he was just equal opportunity, but now I see he got a grudge,
I do.
all ass grudge.
I have a small. I think for me, it irritates me the fact that Mary. I probably would have given her grace after the catfish, maybe 1 or 2 seasons of that playing naive or whatever, because obviously it's filmed backwards, right?
Right.
But at some point you wake up. At some point you wake up when a man constantly tells you he doesn't want you. He doesn't have to say it in so many words. You have done bent over backwards for this man who has shown you no mercy or grace. What
And
are
then
you sitting around for?
gaslighted Christine to stay in there.
Correct.
And
Oh,
told
Christine, look at the
Christine
mountain.
that it was
No,
her.
Robin.
Yeah.
Robin convincing her. Oh, you still got a chance with
No, I'm
Cody.
talking about Mary was gaslighting Christine and telling Christine
Oh,
that the problem
yeah.
wasn't Cody, the problem was her, that she
Right.
needed to fix herself.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so now, ain't about you know what I mean? I can only give you so much grace. At the point when he said to her, what are these Rice Krispies for? You don't get it, Mary? He doesn't film with you. You sitting in a big house. Mariah doesn't even live with you. You sitting in a big 7 bedroom house in Flagstaff. Nobody come. We only saw the inside of your house one time when they were helping you move, and even them kids was complaining about going up and down them steps. We've never seen the inside of your house again after that. No one films with you, Mary. So why are you here?
Nobody.
Why are you here?
Nobody.
Her and Janelle, her and Robin. Remember, Robin came over and got to sit on the couch. That's when Mary told her that she was going to be giving up the house and moving the LuLaRoe business to the B&B. And that was at Mary's house. Remember, Robin got to come in the inside, and
She
they sat
came
on
in
the
there.
couch.
Yeah. She came in there twice. She came in there the one time by herself and then she came back in with Cody.
Right.
I'm sure
Cause
the
they,
producers probably said, y'all got to film with her or something.
Yeah.
well, because it was the end of Cody and Mary's story, so they couldn't really film that without Mary and Cody. So that was the only time they filmed about Mary moving and Mary, and then the end of their relationship.
True. Well, I hope if they do a spinoff on Christine and Janelle, we need to go more in depth on Janelle's history because we don't really know any of, like, we've never seen her people. Um,
They
we don't
doing
know
that
why
on
she,
Christmas Eve. You have
Okay.
to see the list of specials. Christmas Eve is doing the history of all three of the original wives. The OG three is doing this special, all about how they even came to be in polygamy through the years. All about
So
it's
they
supposed
going
to,
back and reading the book.
it's something like that. That's supposed to be the special on Christmas Eve, and then it's another type of special New Year's Eve.
Because I would love to know what was Janelle's first husband. What made her divorce him?
I thought he
And
didn't
then,
want to live a polygamous life.
He didn't
and
want to
then,
be polygamous.
but then, and then I would say, Mary, how do you feel about the fact that not only did Janelle divorce your brother, she then came and got up in the bed with your husband? Explain that to us, Mary.
Right. I mean, you got to have a feeling behind that.
Right? You
You
have
go from your sister-in-law to your sister wife.
correct. It's human nature. How do you justify that? Did you look at her with a slant eye? Did you call her a tramp? You know what I mean? Like what was the like
Not a
let
slant
us
eye.
explain. Let us make us understand why you treated Janelle, because that would make sense. You treated her horribly because she divorced your brother, brother divorced you, and now she laying up in your house. That I would get.
And they even said and the walls was thin. But no, keep in mind, like in the book, Janelle moved in Kody and Mary's house. So
Yeah.
Kody and Mary lived together. Janelle married him and then moved in. So all of a sudden, you not only your husband got a new quote unquote wife or mistress, concubine, whatever you want to call her, she done moved in the house. And
Correct.
now he going between one bedroom to the other with thin walls.
And got her pregnant.
Got her pregnant
Right. She
once,
got pregnant
twice,
first.
and three times before you ever produced one.
So come on, so Mary got to be able to have good feeling, but and she was in a religion that says, "Well, those jealousy feelings, that's the devil. That's you got to just stuff them down. It's something wrong with you for having jealousy feelings."
I'd stuff them down all right, but Suki people, if y'all on the line or if y'all in the comment section, revamp your parts 2, 3, and 4. Reshoot them and ask real questions.
I do believe we need real questions.
We need real questions because you let Kody talk and you didn't question any of the comments that he said until he said, "Oh, I wasn't in love with them." Then you jumped up and said, "Oh, so are you finally admitting it?" Then he goes back and says, "Well,
He
I was saying I
backpedaled.
wasn't in love with them. I wasn't saying that I didn't love them,
He
but I was saying I wasn't
backpedaled.
in love with them." Then you should have broke it down more. Kody, how how did you even why did you even want to be with them? Okay, if you say these women chose you, don't you have the option to not choose them?
Right. And why did you keep them holding on for all those years? And when you realized you was in love with Robyn, why did you continue to stay in a relationship with them?
Correct. Kody, what was it about Mary? Was she head of the church? Were you about to be the next apostle? What was it with Janelle? Did she bring some monetary to the table? What was it with Christine? Because I would like to understand the flow of why he said yes. Because if you're telling me that the families, because if Christine comes from a named polygamous family, a Mormon family, y'all shouldn't be eating on bread and crackers. There should have
What
been more finances, more publicity. The church should have rallied around you all a little bit more. Because
if I'm
Kody,
not
why did you?
mistaken, that's where they got the bread from. It was like Christine's parents. I mean, I'm serious, Auntie. It was like one of their parents owned a bakery, and they would give them the bread at the end of the day.
So you know, like Kody, walk me through what was it about these women that told you yes, I can let you choose me.
Janelle, remember Janelle in a book and becoming sister wives, Janelle hooked him up with the job.
Again, another question, Kody, what is it that you do?
Not
Yeah, right.
We've
Okay,
we've
you
seen you 18 seasons. What is it that you do? Just
nothing.
know
like
what?
with the nanny.
But in
What
Sister
does
Wives,
Robin?
Janelle
What does
hooked him up with a job.
what does Robyn do? What job
Correct.
has she ever held?
And I
The
and I
wives
they need to
closet.
actually they
She
also need to
never
bring
sold nothing.
correct. They also need to bring the nanny in because I would ask the nanny, why did you were allowed to bring COVID up in there and you got away with it?
No, well, no. What do you
Kody?
come over there and do? Robyn can't handle two small children. That she
Correct.
still got a nanny, and it's like cause she got to come and take care of the kids all day, so Robyn can rest up, so she can wear
And
Victoria's Secret for Cody all night.
and I don't know, how much how much you don't know, but honey, in my community, the older kids take care of the younger ones. We ain't had no damn nanny.
Correct.
You take
Right.
your go out, your sister with you. You bring your sister back. You make sure you understand what I'm saying.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we took care of each other. We ain't had
Right.
no damn nannies.
So why is it that and also ask, why is it that Robyn only had a nanny? Christine had young children at the time.
And was
Janelle
working at
had
night.
young children at the time. Why was the nanny working for everybody's house or just Robyn's house?
But
And
why
when you
can't
break that
Aurora Brianna take care of the Solomon and Ari?
That's what I'm
right.
saying.
Right.
And when you
I see.
break it down and then you say, well, Kody, do you now see, as I've shown you, why these women thought that she was the favorite wife? Do you now see what we're seeing? That the
Well,
way
he's
you
admitting it
treated her
now.
was the favorite wife? Kody, you know what I mean? Do you treat Robyn's children the way you treat the others? Do they
Mm-mm.
have to apologize?
And I'm glad you used the others because he said the other
The
kids.
others.
He won't even identify his children anymore.
And
That's
won't even come to their home, won't even come to your sons just to show how trifling you are. You won't even get off your high horse and call and go to your son's house and say, look, I'll just stand out in the yard. I just want to say congratulations on your home.
yes.
But no, you are so on your high horse or whatever you feel is your high horse. Oh no, they can come to me. For what? Because you think you're gonna be on safe ground? Because if we're gonna battle wherever. So if we twirling up in the kitchen, we're gonna be twirling and moving furniture in the living room too.
It's
Cause it would,
disgusting.
baby, it would be some furniture moving and slow singing if I came on that show.
And
And
flower
also I would
praying.
ask, why you all have no black people? Do you all not have no black neighbors? Christine, Janelle, y'all have no black girlfriends that just said to y'all, girl, what are y'all doing here?
Not in the Mormon faith. You already know that. They
Y'all
don't
ain't,
let
y'all ain't ran into no black people at the taco hut.
they don't
Y'all
let black people, and that's why they marry within the family, and why they so closely connected, because they think they got to keep their blood pure.
so yeah, she ain't asking enough questions for me. Just like even with old girl on 90 Day Fiance, Robyn, she's starting to be lackadaisical too.
What Robyn on 90 Day Fiance?
The black lady, her name might not be Robyn.
No, you talking about Ashley, the unicorn.
No, no, the host on the tell-alls of 90
Yeah,
Day
Sean.
Fiance,
Sean
Sean.
Oh,
Robinson.
Sean. You talking
Sean
about Sean
Robinson.
Robinson?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
don't be asking questions that well too.
No,
Like
because they
there'd
want
be
that check.
so much, there's so much commentary that you can just ask. Ugh,
But I
That's
think
just like
that
when they
because the
had to tell
network,
all. But that's just like when they had to tell all four. They didn't let the audience ask not one question, and
right,
we couldn't even hear their responses. Like, ooh, oh, what? Like nothing. It's all just. It's so heavily produced.
yeah.
right. That's what I was gonna say. I'm sure they give them the questions they can ask that they don't let them. They control it.
I will. Let me tell you what the question was. One question, if I could get, if they would take one question, I would ask the boys, has Kody actually ever texted you or reached out to you since the debacle?
He
Correct.
Because
said he
Kody
reached out
said,
twice
because
and they
he
didn't
keeps
respond.
saying, because he keeps saying he reached out, they don't respond. He keeps saying that Janelle separated him from the kids. I would really love to see, has he ever reached out to them?
Yeah. Pull
For
out your phone.
reconciliation, excuse me, y'all, for reconciliation. Like, I really want to get that question answered.
Janelle can't. They grown. Janelle can't separate them away.
I'm saying, but you know that that's what we constantly
I
hearing. Oh,
know that's what Cody's saying, but I'm
yeah,
saying I don't buy that.
I
I
don't
don't
buy
either, but I
I
want to
don't buy
hear
it
from the
either.
boys.
I don't buy it either. But at the end of the day, I do agree with Janelle. I'm not about to tell my children that they have to apologize not only to you but to Robyn in order to enter your home. Are you out your mind?
Yeah, me either.
Is your bread not baked? Is your elevator not going up to the top?
But I'm never going to be sending a message between my ex-husband and
And
my
my
son.
children. Exactly.
Right. Y'all need to talk. Y'all need to talk. Don't put me in the middle of that.
And what did
Co-
Robin say? Robin said, I was hoping he was going to work somehow with the boys.
correct.
Because she wanted to go to Thanksgiving or Christmas,
She
whatever.
claimed she wanted to go.
But
She
yet
said she would have felt safe.
When Mary was doing Christmas Eve, and Mary said, well, should I invite everybody over? Because she figured at her house it was neutral. And Robin said, oh, I don't think it's safe. I don't want to have a fight. But yet
Exactly.
now you said you would have won if they had invited you. Well,
And you
which one
saying
is it?
that it would have been safe.
Right. So which one is it?
None of them.
No, no, no.
None of the
I
above.
think Robyn again. She talks big stuff in front of the cameras, but I
Yep.
think behind the cameras, she said things, and it's also been indoctrinated in those older girls as well.
And the proof in the
Because
pudding is the email that went around with the Christmas. She should have never been in it.
correct. What I don't need to have a Zoom meeting before we decide to exchange. We talking about
Yep.
gifts. We're not
Yep.
talking about other stuff. We talking about gifts.
Yep.
And
Let
and
us get through that.
I saw what the text message was that busted up. Oh yeah, it came up when I Googled it. Gwen made the comment because she was talking about doing something different this year. And she said we can make it a contest about who respond the fastest.
Who
Something
her
she was
parents
saying.
spend the most money, that type of thing, right?
She was saying something about making it a contest. She said, and she made the comment and said, maybe start a new tradition after the separation. And Robyn took offense to her saying after the separation. She was like, maybe we could start a new tradition after the separation. Meaning because the family was so split. And so
Correct.
she was saying, let's do something. Maybe we could start a new tradition, doing something different since the separation. And Robyn took offense to that and shut everything down.
Are
And she
you
was like,
serious?
yeah, and Gwen was like, I was just joking. But Robyn took such offense to that.
But
Well,
was she just joking?
Probably not. That's what I said. I remember it was something that you said, but if she meant it. It's been a separation.
Mm, no
Oh,
matter.
okay. Well, it was 12:30 my time, so it's 1:30 for you,
It's
Auntie.
1:30
it's
in the
one
morning,
thirty.
and I have
I'm
truly
wide awake.
enjoyed this.
Me too.
Truly enjoyed it. Y'all, thank y'all so much for coming up. Kevin, I'm gonna look at this sometime later on today. And we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to do a special appearance tomorrow. Plus, I got Love After Lockup because that was a new show. Life After Lockup came on.
Life After Lockup that came on tonight.
Yeah. So it's just the same rotation of the same damn people.
Yes, yes.
That's why I've been going back and looking at Son of Anarchy and Game of Thrones because I swear we about to just make some changes.
Mhm.
Can't keep doing it. Thank y'all so much for coming up. Thank you
Thank
to
you.
everybody in the comments section. Thank you so much to everybody. Mary T, Trey Wade, and Scorpion 11 for joining the membership. And thank you, just scrapping, aka Catherine Green. A matter of time for the super chats. We love y'all. Y'all told me overwhelmingly how much y'all love Pam and Kevin being here. So Pam and Kevin, thank you all so much for being our resident experts. And get ready. I got a lot of time that I'm going to be off for the holidays.
Are
Taking
we gonna read the book together? Are we gonna read Becoming Sister Wives together? You
now,
mentioned that.
now you pushing that.
I thought you was gonna do story time. Wait, everybody get a drink and Auntie gonna read.
Child, I think it's a copyright strike.
Because Monty, believe it or not, I don't even have the book. That's how I know the book. Another blogger read the book. I used to tune in. She'd read a chapter each day.
Oh.
And that's how I know about the book. I used to listen to her read the chapter.
Well, I know one of my friends did Omarosa book, and she just about took their whole damn channel down
Really?
for copyright.
For reading it? Oh,
Yeah, it's copyrighted material.
oh wow. It's amazing what, some other bloggers can get away with.
I think you can only read like a certain amount of it. Like, I think it's like what, 10%, 20% of it. And then the rest of it you can't read. That's why I
Mm.
didn't do what you call them either.
Cause
Spare.
she did, cause she did like Janelle's story and read through all of. Then she did like Mary's story and read through all the different stuff through the book. That's how I even know about it. When you talking about sending you my copy, I'm like, I don't even have a copy. I just know the book from listening to her read it.
So your ass been cheating.
But
Bye, y'all.
I,
On that
I was
note,
I was gonna go on Amazon and send it to you.
I don't need that, honey. Okay, you don't do that. But I love y'all. Y'all, thank y'all so much. I think about it, Pam. But y'all, let's go.
Uh,
Let's say bye bye.
Bye.
all right, bye,
Thank you,
cousins.
Dr.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
Pam.
night. All right.
Good night.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, hanging in here. Because I'm telling you, this has been a long live, but it's been enjoyable. Thank you all so much for your love, for your support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. I love y'all. And until we meet again, y'all be safe in the streets and in the water. Bye, y'all.